Yeah. Yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Never tell me what we on, I'm on the same shit. The death I plan for cuz ain't nice, blood I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring Drake in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing it? Don't know that they contribute to the violence every payment. Say she don't fuck around with 30, she just take 10. Think you gon' fuck with me for free, bitch, what you lace with? When all the smoke like a vape pen. Hold on, brother, chase them. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Fucking the game over, dropping bangers with no hooks. And free my brother Leak, I hate I'm putting money on your books again. If you ain't never took a man, nigga, calm down. A known hoe, so I approached her with my palm out. Was on that now, she in the county ring songs.
Oh, bro, just pause, bro.
With 50 niggas on.
Anyway, I tried to do that seriously, but I couldn't. Let me turn this off. I'm gonna put a thingy warning, epilepsy warning before the video. Don't worry, everyone. And if I forget, I'm not gonna forget. But anyway, welcome back to another video, and today we are doing a react day. So we've got a few videos lined up here. So we have The Egg, Kurt's Kazart by Kurt's Kazart. We'll see what that is about. We've got Your Time Machine Broke at the Worst Time in History by Kurt's Kazart. Let's see what that one is as well. We're reacting to My Old Home by Nox music video. Because I've not watched it in a while and I really want to watch it again. See if it got any worse. 7 Levels of Drunk by Mostly True. When You Get Too High by Chains For Real. Alright, so it's looking like a pretty good react day today, so why not? Let's just hop straight into the reacts.
You were on your way home when you died. It was a car accident. No.
Listen, if you have pre-warning, if you have like if you have any deep emotional trauma with like death or anything, you can skip past this part, or you can stop watching the video if you want, but always leave a like. I'm joking. But anyway, yeah, let's keep going.
Nothing particularly remarkable, but fatal nonetheless. It was a painless death. The medics tried their best to save you, but to no avail. Your body was so utterly shattered, you were better off, trust me.
Wouldn't they still have to rush it, like, unless you died on the scene, like, in like the next, 5 minutes while they're trying to save you? So I'm thinking that's what he's saying, but wouldn't they have to like rush you back to the hospital? Because like they even did that with the helicopters and they literally rushed someone who was literally on the verge of dying. But anyway, let's keep going.
And that's when you met me. What happened? Where am I? You died, I said, matter-of-factly. No point in mincing words. There was a truck, and it was skidding. Yes. I died. Yes. But don't feel bad about it. Everyone dies. You looked around. There was nothingness. Just you and me.
Okay, I think he's going into a godlike figure. I think that's what... I think it's either this is God that they're talking about and this is what they're like trying to explain, but I don't know like what this story is about. The egg. Okay, let's I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I just like I'm trying to indulge in the video. I'm trying to experience the video. You get what I mean? I think these should we hit it with that, or should we hit it with cyan? Nah, let's hit it with a purple. Why not? Alright, let's keep going.
What is this place? Is this the afterlife? More or less. Are you God?
Okay, so
yes,
yeah, well,
I'm God. My kids?
So yeah, so that thing's just said he is God. Oh, okay. Let's keep going.
My wife. What about them? Will they be all right? That's what I like to see, I said. You just died and your main concern is for your family. That's good stuff right there.
I think everyone would be like that though. They would be concerned about their family first before anything else, right? I feel like that's what most people would do. Wait, give us a second. Stream. Because I'm going to cut this out of the YouTube video. I'm just going to hit up with a... How do I add like text on that? How do I add text? Fuck it. Okay. So that's gone. Go in. Let's go.
You looked at me with fascination. To you, I didn't look like God. I just looked like some man or possibly a woman. Some vague authority figure, maybe. Don't worry, I said. They'll be fine.
Would it like... Oh. I'm so sorry to keep pausing, but it's like it's an 8-minute video, bro. Come on. Let's analyze the thing. Wouldn't, if they were like a man or a god, like if you saw them as a man, then that would be what they're trying to show you. They could be some other kind of being, like they could look like something else, but they're just trying to show you what, like, you never know. You get what I mean?
Your kids will remember you as perfect in every way. They didn't have time to grow contemptuous of you. Your wife will cry on the outside, but will be secretly relieved. To be fair, your marriage will...
Someone's wife would not be... Well, if it was a wife that didn't love them, yeah, obviously. But relieved that their husband died. I don't think so, buddy. If you have a real connection, you should not be relieved that your husband died. And also, you've got 2 kids. You should not be relieved, bro. I would not be relieved if my husband... Whoa, pause. If my wife died and I was left with 2 kids. Ha! I'm done. I'm finished. No way.
was falling apart. If it's any consolation, she'll...
Oh yes, so he just said their marriage was falling apart. Okay.
feel very guilty for feeling relieved. Oh, so what happens now? Do I go to heaven or hell or something? Neither. You'll be reincarnated.
Wait, so there's a god, but the god reincarnate. Okay. Yeah, let's just...
So the Hindus were right. All religions are right in their own way. Walk with me.
I don't think any religion's right, but let's not get into that. Let's just not get into that, because that's a whole different topic. If you're in the TikTok live, get on the Twitch. We are doing a React Day.
You followed along as
Twitch
we
and
strode through the
TikTok
void.
live.
Where are we going? Nowhere in particular, It's just nice to walk while we talk. So, what's the point then? When I get reborn, I'll just be a blank slate, right? A baby. So, all my experiences and everything I did in this life won't matter.
Yeah, but if reincarnation was real, wouldn't that mean like everyone is the same person? Because how many times is someone gonna get reincarnated? If it's one time, then obviously not everyone's the same person. But if you're just gonna say you're gonna die once and then get reincarnated once, you're gonna die again. What's gonna happen the second time? You go, what happens? Are you gonna reincarnate again, or are you gonna go to heaven? Who knows?
Not so. You have within you all the knowledge and experiences of all your past lives. You just don't remember them right now.
Oh yes.
I stopped walking and took you by the
Basically, it is you're everyone.
shoulders. Your soul is more magnificent, beautiful, and gigantic than you can possibly imagine. A human mind
Thank you for following.
can only contain a tiny fraction of what
Yo. Wait, telling me.
you are. It's like sticking your finger in a glass of water to see if it's hot or cold.
You take video suggestions. I do actually. I do.
You put a tiny part of yourself into the vessel, and when you bring it back out, you've gained all the experiences it had. You've been in a human for the last 48 years, so you haven't stretched out yet and felt the rest of your immense consciousness. If we hung out here for long enough, you'd start remembering everything.
I will.
But there's no point to doing that between each life. How many times have I been reincarnated then? Oh, lots. Lots and lots.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like
and
billions
into lots of
lives
different
on the Earth,
lives.
obviously.
This time around, you'll be a Chinese peasant girl in 540 AD. Wait, what? You're sending me back in time? Well, I guess technically, time as you know it only exists in your universe.
Click on the Diddy video or the Sophie Rain one. Which one you find more interesting? Okay, what is going on? Okay.
Things are different where I
Chat, get in Twitch. You're gonna see what this guy's saying. The last meal invites you to co-host. Decline.
come from. Where you come from? Oh, sure. I come from somewhere else. And there are others like me. I know you'll want to know what it's like.
So there's multiple gods. What? So there's multiple far interesting beings. It's drama commentary, my guy, not that deep.
But honestly, you wouldn't understand. Oh, you said, a little let down. But wait, if I get reincarnated to other places in time, I could have interacted with myself at some point. Sure, happens all the time. And with both lives only aware of their own lifespan, you don't even know it's happening. So, what's the point?
I love this YouTuber so much. He's German. Who? Kurzgesagt. I've watched a few of his videos. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's actually really good. I can't even lie. I love watching his videos. Like, they're actually just like so interesting. Just even like when you're bored out your mind, this guy, he will give you entertainment.
Point of it all. I looked you in the eye. The meaning of life, the reason I made this whole universe, is for you to mature. You mean mankind? You want us to mature? No, just you. I made this whole universe for you. With each new life, you grow and mature and become a larger and greater intellect.
Okay. So he made a whole universe for one guy. Okay, buddy. Get out of here. Get out of here. What you should have done. 2 people, yeah. This would have been way easier. 2 people. Have one be only the feminine, the female gender. Have the other be only the male gender. That is what you do. Because then you're doing two jobs at once. Easy, man. Easy.
Just me? What about every...
Oh wait, no, but you gotta have the female experience as well. So do half man, half women, half man, half women. Easy. LMAO, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If you're in the TikTok live, get on the Twitch.
everyone else? There is no one else. In this universe, there's just you and me. You stared blankly at me. But all the people on Earth, all you, different incarnations of you.
See, this is literally okay. This is literally what I was just saying before. Literally, all just if you get reincarnated, you're gonna go and keep changing, innit?
Wait, I'm
And it's
everyone.
literally always gonna be you.
Now you're getting it. I'm every human being who ever lived. Or who will ever live. Yes. I'm Abraham Lincoln. And you're John Wilkes Booth too. I'm Hitler.
That is actually crazy to think about. You're literally. What are you doing? I am doing a React video. Anyway, that's crazy to think about. Like, Abraham Lincoln got murdered by John Wilkes Booth, and if this is actually like real and you're getting reincarnated each time, you've just killed yourself. Wow. And even with Hitler killed millions. That means he killed himself millions of times. Crazy.
You said, appalled. And you're the millions he killed. I'm Jesus. And you're everyone who followed him. You fell silent. Every time you victimized someone, you were victimizing yourself. Every act of kindness you've done, you've...
See, that's why you should always bring kindness to other people, because those other people could just be you. Just another reincarnated version of you. Imagine each time you die, you reincarnated as a animal or a bug. You probably have. That's what I'm saying. You could reincarnate into anything.
done to
You could
yourself.
reincarnate into an alien.
Every happy and sad moment ever experienced by any human was or will be experienced by you. You thought for a long time. Why? Why do all this? Because someday you will become like me. Because that's what you are.
Oh.
You
know what? I would go through all those lives. I would go through every single life just to get that. Just to become a god. I will go through every single life. And I will even remember every single life. Because that will be even more painstaking. Even more painstaking. That's like billions of lives.
one of my kind. You're my child.
Your
Wow,
child.
you said incredulous. You mean
'cause he's God.
I'm a god? No, not yet. You're a fetus. You're still growing. Once you've lived...
Oh, so that's why it's called the egg. So the human is the fetus inside. Is it the fetus inside the thing? Inside the egg, growing, and then once it's ready to hatch, it becomes a god. Fairs.
Every human life throughout all time, you will have grown enough to be born. So the whole universe, it's just an egg, I answered. Now it's time for you to move on to your next life. And I sent you on your way.
That was a pretty good vid. That was actually pretty good. What's a move? What's a move? What's a move? Everyone go like up that video. Hello. How you doing, friend? On TikTok Live. Ferdinand. Okay. This one's the next video. Sorry guys. Wait, let me okay. Let me just Saint Bray. Is this you, bro? Both are Twitch. Safe, my guy. Huh? Is this you, bro?
And it's beautiful. Now apparently they also sell the tits on the internet.
I don't want bad stuff like flying around my name. I'm a Christian, like, I know it's like, it seems...
Nearly do.
Face justice.
Okay, yeah, we're not watching that. I can't lie. Sorry, bro.
Machine broke, and you're stuck in the world.
Let's not.
Your time machine broke, and you're stuck in the worst time in history. It feels like you stepped into an oven. There are no plants or any vegetation, and almost no moisture in the air. The sunlight, smashing down from the cloudless and weirdly colored sky, is reflected by an endless sea of red and orange sand dunes.
Sorry, bro, but if I watch that video, I'm gonna get age restricted. I can't be asked for that. Can't lie.
Stretching over the horizon for thousands of kilometers. Dust devils the size of buildings dance over the hellish.
Oh my flipping days. I forgot to change it to the reacts. My bad.
Your time machine broke, and you're stuck in the worst time in history. It feels like you stepped into an oven. There are no plants or any vegetation, and almost no moisture in the air. The sunlight, smashing down from the cloudless and weirdly colored sky, is reflected by an endless sea of red and orange sand dunes stretching over the horizon for thousands of kilometers. Dust devils the size of buildings dance over the hellish landscape.
You're in the early Triassic, hothouse Earth 250 million years ago, a few million years after the worst mass extinction in history. The planet is still suffering from a permanent fever. Volcanism and the runaway greenhouse effect has transformed the planet into hell. There's 3 to 5
So this is after the meteors hit. God damn. If it's after the meteors hit, then why is it all sand? I think it's all sand because it's... Yeah, I'm not even going to get into that. I don't know.
times more CO2 in the air than in the human era.
Oh, god dang.
The formation of the massive supercontinent Pangaea led to the largest desert in history that barely sees any rain. The gigantic ocean is warm, even deep below. 2 superheated currents circulate around the globe, pumping extreme amounts of heat and moisture into the atmosphere. There's no ice, even at the poles.
Seems like you're stuck in the center of the desert, isolated by endless ancient landmasses, one of the most hostile environments Earth has ever produced. The deserts we know are still full of life, but not this one. Its core is starved of moisture, and the air is bone dry. Your skin dries out immediately, and your lips begin to crack. The CO2-rich air is easily 50 degrees Celsius and sears your lungs with every labored breath. The rubber soles of your boots begin to melt. If you touch the ground, you'll get burns. Your sweat evaporates before it could cool you, and your exposed skin begins to crack within minutes. Suddenly, it becomes even hotter as a red sandstorm envelops the landscape. Like thousands of tiny sparks, burning hot sand hits your skin.
Damn. You would not want to get stuck there. I can tell you that much. Okay. Editor, cut that out. On my own editor.
Skin. You're pressing your machine's buttons at random. It can't do time travel, but it can still move. You shoot over some of the mightiest mountains Earth has ever seen. Eventually, you stop at the shores of the Tethys Sea. The vast shallow ocean looks more like a swamp among scattered groups of waist-high ferns and spindly stems with tufted foliage. A few Lystrosaurus feeding on them eye you curiously. The water is...
Aren't Lystrosaurus part of the Triassic era? Aren't they the ones that survived? I think so.
murky and looks sickly and milky. Colourful mats of bacteria float on the surface like oil slicks. The air is hot and humid like a steam room. It's hard to breathe, and your sweat can't evaporate and cool you. Even the water can't give you any relief. It's as hot as a freshly run bathtub. This hot ocean can't hold much oxygen, especially in deeper layers. Bacteria and bivalves are the only species that thrive here. The waves move almost sluggishly through this thick bacterial soup. When they break, they leave behind a glistening iridescent film. Each wave that hits the shore releases a
This is what our planet's gonna be if these governments and these people don't stop with their stupidness and their silliness and their retardness. Sorry, wait, I can't say that. And their disabledness. Because they want to start a war, and then they're gonna drop nuclear bombs, and our planet is gonna look just like this. Just like this. How we feel about that? How do we actually feel about that? What the hell? What the? Why did my phone just turn off, man? What the frick? Why did it turn off? Ooh, waka chaka chaka, ooh, waka chaka chaka.
This that makes your eyes and throat burn, carrying the rotten egg stench of hydrogen sulfide up from the oxygen-starved depths. Barely conscious from the heat and smell.
Yeah, I don't think someone's even lasting a minute here, because if this is all true, this would kill you immediately. But she looks like an alien, so I think she can handle it. But it doesn't look like she's handling it well.
And CO2, you look at the horizon. A storm is building unlike any you've ever seen. The hot ocean feeds it endless energy, and with no continents to slow it down, it will dwarf the fiercest hurricanes of your time. You're doomed. Your broken time machine jolts and screeches. Something's happening.
You're near the equator, in the late Carboniferous, 320 million years ago. The atmosphere is thick with moisture. The climate is locked in a never-ending wet super summer without any other seasons. Colliding continents are covered by the largest swamps the planet will ever see. A paradise for plants, growing faster than their dead biomass can decompose. The ground beneath is a warm, soggy mass of decaying vegetation. What will be an endless desert in 70 million years is now an endless alien jungle. A huge variety of life is thriving in this period.
From your perspective,
So there must have been like different plants back then. If they're saying alien, like an alien biome, there must have been different plants. So what else they got? What else has this Earth got to offer?
this is not that great. You're lost in a maze of giant tree-like plants towering over a twisted undergrowth of giant ferns and endless varieties of bizarre and unfamiliar vegetation. The thick, humid air smells of sweet decay, but breathing makes you dizzy. Your vision seems too sharp, your thoughts slightly frantic. The dense plant cover has supercharged the atmosphere with oxygen, 60% higher than in the human era, and your body is trying to cope, which is great for the dominant land animals, which have
Wait, but if you are getting more oxygen to your lungs, wouldn't that help you?
conquered every niche of this majestic garden. Bugs. You're stuck in the golden age of arthropods. In this oxygen-rich world, they have evolved to sizes that will never.
Next, this guy's gonna take us to the whatever, like, what is that one called? The Cambria explosion or whatever.
Be possible again. They are innumerable and everywhere. Armored cat-sized megarachni crash through the undergrowth, hunting a swarm of panicked rochoids that scatter in all directions. Above you, a griffin fly with wings spanning nearly a meter and beating like helicopter blades catches a Paleodictyoptera mid-flight.
A meter. Okay, my fingers can't even do a meter. A meter.
You stumble through the bushes filled with countless crawling creatures as an arthropleura the length of a car picks its way through the ferns, moving countless legs in hypnotic waves. You reach a swampy clearing and stumble into the shallow water, dizzy and terrified as a Pulmonoscorpius rips apart its prey, eyeing you with some interest. Here in the clearing, you can see the sky above the canopy glow shrieking red, intensifying at an alarming pace.
Look at that, bro. I will kick that to the next... Nah, I'll kick that out of the orbit, bro. I'll kick that into orbit. That's what I mean. I'll kick it into orbit.
Rips apart its prey, eyeing you with some interest. Here in the clearing, you can see the sky above the canopy glow shrieking red, intensifying at an alarming pace. The extreme humidity here creates sudden, violent thunderstorms, and the oxygen-rich atmosphere makes everything dangerously flammable. Even the wet vegetation can burst into explosive flame with the slightest spark. Why do all of your trips end in a storm? Well, at least it will take all the creatures that want to eat you with it. Your broken time machine jolts back to life. The world is folding in on itself.
You've woken up in the early Devonian, 400 million years ago. Most of the planet is covered in shallow seas, while the land is mostly rocky plains and mountains broken by braided rivers and mudflats.
So is this what I was talking about? The Cambrian explosion? Am I
Earth
right?
is in a state of transition. For about 100 million years, life has begun to break down rocks into soil, a soft layer that enables plants to grow and life thrive. The ozone layer is slowly building up, fed by organisms releasing gases. Recently, this process has been speeding up. The land is turning from toxic to semi-habitable.
The sky looks wrong somehow. The sun blazes harsh and white, barely filtered by the unfamiliar atmosphere. The air feels thin, with only 15% oxygen compared to today's 21. Each breath feels shallow and unsatisfying. You're on the verge of passing out and can only move slowly. At least it's currently moderately warm and not stormy. But it's what dominates these lands that makes this world truly alien. Reaching up to 8 meters into the sky are massive obelisks of fungal prototaxites.
Huh?
As you walk closer, you notice spores catching the sunlight, drifting through the air like tiny stars. Your movement disturbs more of them, creating clouds suspended in the thin atmosphere.
Yeah, nah, spores. Last of Us, I'm not touching that shit. I don't want to become a clicker.
They coat your skin with a fine, powdery, itchy film.
Infected.
You try not to think about how many you're inhaling with every breath.
You see? She's becoming a thingy already. She's already becoming a clicker or an infected.
In this oxygen-poor air, the ground feels nothing like soil. It's mostly rock, partly covered by a thin, slightly springy layer of decomposing matter. Some shallow water pools reflect the pale alien sky above. Between the fungal towers, there's a carpet of smaller fungi and a few alien-like primitive plants. No flowers, no leaves, just strange green stalks and fern-like structures that reach your ankles. Around you, the fungal towers rise like pale pillars. Their surfaces neither smooth nor rough, but something in between. They're neither wet nor dry, slightly yielding under your touch. Small patches of what might be lichen create splashes of muted greens and yellows on their surfaces. The only animals you can spot are a few insects burrowing into the large mushrooms. Everything is eerily quiet. You sit down on a rock. Is this it? As the night approaches, the pale sky shifts into sickly purples and greys, bleeding into the darkness. No animal sounds announce the coming night, just the solemn whisper of the prototaxites creaking in the wind. Through the thin atmosphere, the stars and the Milky Way illuminate the scenery with unsettling.
No, but that's the only thing I think would be good about that, because you would be able to see every single star. There's no light pollution. There's nothing. You'd be able to see every single star in the universe, and that's what I want to see that one day.
Clarity. The fungal towers loom as pale shapes against the starlit sky. their silhouettes seeming even more wrong in the darkness. You are utterly alone, a time traveler lost in an alien world. Your time machine sputters.
What now?
So how she fixed it?
Time to start rebuilding civilization.
Sorry, bro, I don't do the advertisements. Everyone, go like up Kurt, go subscribe to Kurt's Kazart, and let's go into the next vid. I think I can. Yes, I can. We do 4K on this. Let's see. Let's see how bad this is. Yeah, I've not watched this in a while.
The victim, whose name currently cannot be disclosed,
This is not my
now
son,
among
by the way.
over
This
51
is,
young people
Knox.
who have been fatally stabbed in London this year alone.
Home by Knox.
Last month, more than 250
Hey.
swords were seized.
Made in a manner. I take off my D square top that I brought.
Okay. Okay. This scene, yeah. These people were just standing here, yeah. And I just went over to them and I just went, do you mind if we film in front of you? Every single one of them said, we don't care. They just was like, yo, mate, we don't care.
Can I place on a hanger? Just touch home from the motive. Text get home safely to Anna. I see man, I've got plenty to say when I'm out, but they never.
I don't know why I keep reusing this clip. This clip was actually goofy. Like, what is this brother in the back doing it? Oh, wait. What is this brother doing in the back here, yeah? Let me move that back. Like, for real. What is he doing? And this guy...
Never ever say when a gang up.
No.
Can't take man for a spanner. Next time and I'm
You know what,
taking a
man?
dagger. Now I'm staring at my open door. Margin.
This is when I started editing. Well, not really started, but like, this is when I was like bad at editing. So I think it's pretty good for how bad I was.
No whole way balling. Talk about how I'm getting home by 4. Big man at 17. Can't be stuck up my home no more. Mom saying stuff.
I'm big man at 17 and I'm still stuck at home. Stuck at home. African parents and that.
About opening up, but that's what the bros are for. Man, I got wholesome days and wanna be alone some days.
I forgot how long this scene was, because this scene I just kept going on, bro. I don't know why.
I be at home some days and drilling with the bros some days. We was on the field and the no-go ends when
I think this took me about like 3-4 takes.
chilling with your mum at home.
I'll stop pausing it. After this one, I'll stop pausing it.
3 man up in the 4-door Benz while they chilling with your mum at home.
Cap. I'm not gonna start pausing it. I'm joking, but I'll pause it when I actually need to. Or when I
Can't you
actually
see
want to.
London's burning and you can't duck this smoke? Man, no but serving, man, no but the pot and stove. Feel like I've been on the road most days with you say I never been home.
You see what I mean? This scene was so long, bro. Like, not this scene, the scene before and this scene. With like every scene in this tunnel was just long. I don't know why I made it so long.
Mum told me come home some days, but you say I never did go. Wait, you say I never did Anna, this chick that I text from college.
Can't wait. Let me just. Oh my god! I paused on the
Did he tryna-
worst spot. I paused on the worst spot. Okay. Let me just. Oh brother. Brother. What a goofy guy. Alright.
I learn about man, but I'm just trying to get this knowledge. Always chasing these whatless guys. I bet you the man ain't on it. I bet if gang put it on them, I bet the man run like forest.
Nah, this scene was actually hard though.
WhatsApp call from a guy, said he got a vibe tonight. Then he put up around 9. Text, can't you see me blood? I'm outside. Quickly jump in my Nikes. Hardly need to.
So basically, the only I barely knew what the song was saying, because in that pocket right there is my phone, and I am playing it on the lowest volume right now because this is an open area, this is a public area, and if I just start blasting tunes, it's just gonna be weird, innit? So I've got it on like the lowest thing, and I'm just trying to listen to the words, and I'm trying to mimic it out fully.
To change clothes, walk out the door to see mumsy nagging, asking me to stay home. No.
That's why I said this scene was the best, because I actually got it the most right.
Man, I got wholesome days and wanna be alone some days. True say I be at home some days and drilling with the bro some days. We was on the field and the no-go ends while they chilling with your mum at home. 3 man up in the 4-door Benz while they chilling with your mum at home. Can't you see London's burning and you can't duck this smoke? Man, know about serving, man, know about the pot and stove. Feel like I've been on the road most.
Why did I keep that clip in?
Serving, man, know about the pot and stove.
Why did I keep that clip in? What was the reasoning behind that? Okay, no.
Feel like I've been on the road most days, wait, true say I never been home. Mum told me come home some days, but true say I never did go. Wait, true say I never did 30. Touched at 11:30. When I stopped at my brethren's yard, went trying to get there too early. My brethren said when I drink this hard in a man that issue.
Okay, this goes on for another like minute or so. Not even minute, not minute, I mean like another 30 seconds.
Would stir me, then I turn my head and see Anna with some guy that's moving too thirsty. Like where did they find this Donny? Ladies man, yeah, think man's funny. Come me getting rap, come me take man's money. My rap back man's gonna confront him. Walked up, pushed him and said, what's good? Looked at me confused and he said nothing. She was like, babes, wait, stop it. Wasn't gonna ching man, I was just bluffing. But I can't just stand there discussing. At least not in front of Anna. Gotta come better. Matter of fact, where's man's dagger? What did they drop in the...
Okay. How do we transition from this
Stop
stupid
it.
thing,
Gonna ching, man.
I don't know why I kept reading
just
this.
bluffing, but I can't just stand there discussing. At least not in front of Vanna. Gotta come
How do we
better.
change from
Matter of
this
fact, where's man's dagger? What?
to this? And why do I keep... Bro, did I not know how to cut out shit? Because... Oh my...
Dagger. What did they drop in the car from my pocket? No, wait, my doggy has got it. Then out of the blue when I put it in his right hand.
I can't believe this is a year ago already.
Then he did my man right in the stomach. Shit.
Wait, not a year. Not right now, anyway.
Now
It's
they
almost a year.
Man running. On my life I taste vomit. 10 toes to the bins, man, I ended up throwing
Oh my god, this kid.
up on the bonnet.
I played chess against that kid. He's such a... Oh god.
I hit sirens while we
He's
trying to
so-
sing up the road.
Look at him, bro.
Then I look.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Look at them pogo stick ass legs, man. Look at that pogo stick ass arm, man.
Then I see bare miss calls, that's mum's.
Why is he walking like a flipping T-Rex, bro? Got his hand like this. What the fuck are you doing?
Ringing my phone.
Get out my shot, bro. And I don't know why I did this shot.
Should've went home. Man, I got home some days and wanna be alone some days. True say I be at home some days and drilling with the bro some days. We was on the field and the no-go ends while they chilling with your mum at
I actually
home.
like this part.
3 man up in the 4-door Benz while they chilling with your mum at home. Can't you see London's burning and you can't duck this smoke? Man, know about serving, man, know about the pot and stove. Feel like I've been on the road most days, when true say I never been home. Mum told me
That's a kid from my class. I told him to go open the door for me. We had to take like 6 tries because we kept fucking it up.
we come home some days, but true say I never did go. Wait, true say I never did.
An update has just come in on the incident. The police have apprehended 3 suspects caught speeding in a black Mercedes a couple of...
Listen, okay. One thing we need to get straight is if I was the one that was filming this and acting at the same time, like if there was 2 of me, one was filming, one was acting, this would have been the best production ever. But now we've got this. Why have you just switched over to him? And I literally, like, I didn't see this. I did not see this because I was turned around. I turned the other way. I didn't see that he pointed the camera the other way. Look.
Let's go over
And
to
why was he on him for so
our
long?
correspondent who is currently...
See, I was turned the other way. I did not know he was recording that kid. I thought he was recording me. And that's another kid from my cast, by the way.
live at the scene.
Oh, we got the behind the scenes.
The gorilla.
No, got Enzo and your mum at home. 3 man up in a 4-door bed.
Nah. This is before I broke my nose. Can you tell? Can you tell I broke it? Can you tell? Can you tell?
Enzo and your mum at home. Can't see London's burning. I can't dot this smoke. Man,
Bow, bow, bow.
know about serving. Man, know about the pot and stove.
You is not main character, blood. What is you doing? Get your ass out the shot, man. What is you doing? I actually hate that teacher. I flipping hate her, bro.
This is a
I wish I was still friends with her. She was actually a good friend.
It's a Jew.
We had a little spat. I think. I don't even know. But what is this trim though? This was after my cornrows.
Okay.
What you say? I never did. I know.
You see how high my barber went up with my hairline? That's why I'm taking all of this off. I'm taking all of it off.
This chick that I text from college, steady trying to learn about man, but I should get this knowledge.
Look at this little study group in the corner, bro. While I'm doing this, while I'm doing this, they're actually doing work. I don't know why this nigga zoomed in on her. I don't know why he zoomed in on her. And not on me. I was the one singing.
On them, I bet their man were like,
yeah. Don't ask me.
Boris.
That's a real question. You're not even in my group.
Yeah. So you need help in a group.
I'm so goofy, bro. What am I doing? Yeah, so on some parts I did just put an earphone in and then listen to the music.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying no, like it could be halfway through the track.
The intro, I'll have in my ear in it.
So halfway through the track is... Oh, I need sleep, there's no sleep.
Ah, Kunta Kinte, my brother. I love him, bro. I love Kunta. Ah, by the way, that is not a racist joke. That is literally my nickname for him. And he literally told me his name was Kunta, so I just call him Kunta Kinte. And he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. Mr. Black. I love Mr. Black. And that one's not racist either. He had a vape that said Mr. Black on it. I can prove it. Okay, that was actually pretty good. You know what? Before we get into the last two videos, I wanna see my other one.
Big deal,
I remember some of it. Like I was on this for too long. I stayed here for too long.
Fuck this, I'ma act the fuck up. Everything that I ain't tapping them up. Feel the way you get caught.
You see what I mean? It's already 30 seconds into the video, and I've not changed the
fuck up. Don't do some rock on me, act my cup. Gotta thug, gotta beat on the scope, that's tough.
This is only a 1 minute video.
He ain't calling no video. I'm showing wherever he run. I'm a CBG baby, so bitch, I'ma click till it's done.
Nah, this was actually nice, isn't it?
If you run, I'ma turn
It wasn't nice, but it was just
outside, no security, bitches, it's me and my gun. I'm the king of New York and I'm still outside making them run. Got out in the Cardi.
Yeah, that was hard. Nah, we gotta go back.
I'm the king of New York and I'm still outside making them run. Got out in the Cardi. She tagging my bob in the heart. I like my bitch cakes, I don't like them Barbie. They get active like Ricky and Marty.
Yeah, this
Tap your head. Nigga Rock got clapped, now he in the Molly. Bow, bow. Nigga dead.
See what I mean? Like, I did not know what I was.
Molly, bow, bow. Nigga dead. And I'm tough on myself, no, I don't need an army.
Oh, wait, yeah. It didn't even go, but still. Yeah. So basically, that was. Okay.
So there are 7 levels of being drunk that you may experience when drinking. Of course, alcohol affects everyone differently, but these are some common things that almost everyone has experienced at least once. For level 1, we have buzzed. The first effects from the alcohol are starting to kick in. You'll find yourself with a very slight smile on your face and a warm sensation in your stomach. You'll still be able to walk into...
it takes me like I'm a heavyweight, and I don't like to be. Like everyone says, oh, heavyweight, oh, you can drink more. No, it's just not fun. It's just not fun.
Talk normally, but not for long. Level 2 is tipsy. At this point, you're starting to feel more euphoric. Shame levels are falling, and you're confident.
Listen, I don't even know what tipsy means. Like, I don't know which part this is between the drunks, because I've never felt this before. I don't know what a tipsy is.
Is rising. You're gonna start feeling a lot more talkative and socially lubricated. You'll feel a bit more loose, like you don't have to think as much when it comes to socializing. You know,
I have never felt that before, so I don't think I've ever been tipsy.
All that spaghetti that falls out of your pockets when you try to talk to people when you're sober, well, it's nice and boxed up in the fridge when you're drunk. No need to worry about dropping all your spaghetti. Level 3 is sloshed. This is when you start to feel more and more disinhibited. You lose your filter. See, normally when you're sober, the little person that lives inside your head kinda double checks everything you're gonna say before you say it. That way you don't say anything stupid. Well, when you're drunk, that little dude just stops checking. So you're much more likely to say stupid shit you wouldn't normally say. Another common side effect is you just kinda start to talk in all caps. Everything you have to say.
Nah, not even. If you do it now, you're... it's more of a sign you're white. I can't lie. Most of the time. Obviously I'm saying they're mostly to do it, but there can be other races. I'm not a racist. We've already gone over this.
It becomes really important. This is the point where you may notice you have to pee a lot. Now, my friends used to call this breaking the seal, as in the first time you pee while you're drinking is when you've broken the seal, and now the floodgates are open and you're gonna have to keep peeing all the time. But personally, I prefer to drink water with each drink that I have, so I just embrace peeing often, because not drinking enough water is probably the biggest factor in getting a bad hangover the next day. Level 4, tossed. Bro. Yo, bro, please, bro, can I hit the jewel? Bro, please, just one hit, dude. Just
definitely. You got to, bro. You actually have to. It's like if you get that amount, you have to, because it's like a craving. I don't know why. Even if someone that's never done it, you will want one of these.
One hit from the jewel, bro, please.
Someone who's never drank
before.
If
you consume nicotine, this is when you're gonna turn into Schmeagle looking for his...
Both. If you've heard of it, then you will.
Precious vape. For some reason, alcohol really potentiates the nicotine. Also, loss of shirts is a common side effect at this stage. If you're at a party and you...
Loss of shirts? Nope. That's never happened to me before. I have never lost my shirt.
See someone shirtless, they're tossed. Dancing also becomes easier. You don't necessarily get better at dancing, but it just gets easier. Level 5, yost. You know the little man that lives inside your head controlling your meat suit and making sure you don't say anything stupid? Well, he called in sick today. You're on your own now. Speaking of calling in sick, it's time to make some shit up about how you ate some
sloshed as well.
Had Chinese food last night and text your boss. When you're this drunk, pretty much every idea becomes a good idea. Like that time I thought it'd be a good idea to show off that I can do a backflip on flat ground. Now, I can't...
Don't get me started. I'll do anything when I'm fucking like that, bro. It's just like... Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
I can land a backflip, but apparently gravity works differently when you're drunk. So I landed on my face, but it was worth it. I probably looked cool as fuck for that first half of that backflip. This is also when you start having momentary lapses in your memory. For level 6, we have hammered. Now, every friend group has that one friend who's known as a runner, when they get so drunk and they just decide to run away. I think when you're drunk, going anywhere feels kind of like a magical adventure.
That is 100% me. Bro, if you get that thing, and you go on an adventure, it just feels so much better. It just like you need to walk, you need to run. Every time I want to run. Every time I get drunk. Every time I want to run. I don't know why.
One of my friends would always get drunk, take his shirt off, and just run away. And we'd be chasing.
We did not take our shirts off.
chasing him like, bruh, we're drinking at your house, dude. And we'd have to go find him. If you're at a bar that has a stripper pole on the dance stage, it's time to get down. Sudden urges to steal traffic cones become unbearable. What will you do with it? Where will you put it? Those are all questions for sober you. And finally, level 7. Schmacked. Also known as, alright, who peed in my pants? This is when you'll get the spin.
Yeah, nah, I've never peed in my pants, but yeah.
Where it feels like the whole room is spinning around and around,
spinning, you just go,
which can make you pretty nauseous.
If you lie down,
if you haven't already, this is probably when you're gonna projectile vomit all over the bathroom floor. About 60% of drunk people never get their head over the toilet. You also will probably not remember most of what happens after.
The one thing about being a heavyweight, it's not good because most of the time you're gonna be taking care of other people. Like, I was at a party one time, and I've had bare drinks. I've just been yamming them down, and I'm probably at like the slosh stage. Like I'm there, but I'm not really. You get what I mean? So I'm there, and then there's other people. There's someone passed out. Someone's throwing up, and these two are friends. Had to carry one out. I'm not gonna say who it is because it's that's kind of a dick move, but yeah, it was pretty bad, but either way, yeah, you get life gives you what you get. Life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade or eat the lemon.
After this point, this is when your number one priority should be to drink some water, maybe have a Gatorade or something with electrolytes in it, and have a little bit of food before you go to bed. And remember, if you're at a party, do not fall asleep with your shoes on. It is an unspoken rule that if you pass out with your shoes on, then legally anyone there is obligated to draw on your face with a permanent marker. That's why I always roll through barefoot. Speaking of bare feet, one time after a particularly debaucherous party at my friend's house, we woke up to this message in the group chat. Apparently, someone left their shoes in his fridge, and we never figured out whose shoes they were or why they were in the fridge, but I can only imagine a couple of drunk buffoons absolutely dying of laughter over putting someone's shoes in the fridge. And here's a tip that may actually save your life at some point. If you're really drunk,
But that's actually pretty true. I would die laughing at that if I was drunk. Someone just, like, you steal someone's shoes, yeah. Even if I wasn't. If you just steal someone's shoes, put them in the fridge, like someone else's fridge. So it's just jokes, man.
Not fall asleep laying on your back. Get yourself into recovery position. That way you don't choke on your own vomit. Anyways, peace out, guys. I got some boys over and it's time for the next butt chug. See ya.
That was a pretty good vid, and I approve of this message. Drink responsibly. Next vid.
Man, smoking too much, greening out, ODing on the devil's lettuce. Whatever you'd like to call it, many of us have been there at least once in our lifetime. And man, I'll be the first to say it is not fun. But I do actually have a funny story about my first time greening out. I mean, it's funny now, but when it happened, I was shitting myself.
His stories were
this story dates way back when I was just a young kid. I was still in 8th grade. Man, don't ask me why, but it takes place on a Thursday.
8th grade, how old are kids in 8th grade in the US? Cause here they're like, what, 13, 14? 8th grade age. Oh yeah, so it's the same. Oh no, how are we behind them? Yeah, so I should not have searched those things up. Cheap viewers on Steamboo. Yeah, no, go away. Go away. How do I get rid of your message? Okay. I don't really care. Okay, let's just keep going.
On a school night. Alright, so it's a Thursday at 7 p.m. My friends and I are just headed to this girl's house. We'll call her Mary. So when me and my friends arrive at Mary's house, I quickly find out her dad is pretty chill.
Yo, what's up?
And you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So we'll just say Mary was no stranger smoking some gas now and then. With that being said, I kinda was. I had only smoked a few times. And the times that I had smoked, it wasn't anything crazy. So walking into the Mary household, I could kinda tell we were gonna smoke. So we all just went to her room and talked for about 5 minutes until all my friends started smoking. And it was out of some strangely shaped water bottle I had never seen before. And listen, bro, it was a Thursday on a school night, so I wasn't really planning on smoking, right? But when you're in middle school, peer pressure just hits differently.
For real. I would hear that shit like 5 times.
So there my dumbass was on a Thursday night using this weirdly shaped water bottle for the first time, knowing that I had a curfew of 9 o'clock. And
9 o'clock. Mine was 6 o'clock, buddy. Mine was 6 o'clock. How do you think 9 o'clock is mine now time? How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel?
I just instantly started
Actually, it's 8
coughing. I was definitely the least experienced out of all my friends, so I remember my homies were kinda helping me out. Especially my homie Bob. Bob brought me some water and told me to let him know if it hits too hard. I told him yeah for sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm chilling because it had already been a few minutes at this point and it was safe to say I didn't feel anything. And after 10 minutes I remember thinking, I bet I'm definitely good by now. I probably just didn't have enough to actually get me high. So shit, maybe I can make it back for my 9 o'clock curfew after all.
It would not take 10.
That shit hit me like Mike Tyson in his prime, bro. I don't know why no one told me this new device would have me slumped like Nate Robinson. But it's already too late at this point. My vision started to get choppy. It's like I was running 30 frames per second in real life. And of course, the dry eye starts to kick in. And I just get really hot out of nowhere. And I guess at this point, Bob could just see the panic in my face. So Bob was like, come with me. And he brought me to the bathroom. And bro was prepared. He threw down a pillow and a blanket and was just like, you're gonna be alright, bro. And as he leaves me in the dark in the bathroom, I can hear from the other room, he's definitely greening out.
He's greening?
Nah, not Chains. Nah, my boy. Rest in peace. Rest in peace? Bro, am I about to die right now?
Bruh. No one say rest in peace.
But to be honest, my brain was way too fried to even care. The effects were getting worse by the minute. And as I laid there in the dark, on Mary's bathroom floor, I felt my soul leave my body. I was just flying around space and, you know, traveling through the galaxy and shit. But I'm brought back to life because I felt my phone buzzing. And when I woke back up, I had no clue where I was. And then when I looked in the mirror, who the fuck is this guy? Well, I was out here putting the pieces together, trying to figure out who I am. Bob hits me with another, come with me. I got a ride so we can get you back home. But you have to act normal, okay? Okay, just get in the car. It was his older sister driving. And when I got in the car, I was stressing. Act cool, bro. Act cool. Hi, how are you? I'm not high. Fuck. She knows. And the rest of the ride was just pretty much silent. I got out of the car and I stumbled all the way over to the front door. At this point, I was praying my mom was asleep. So I called my brother to open the front door.
What's up?
Door. At this point, I'm malfunctioning. I'm trying to explain what is happening to my brother, and it pretty much just went like this. Bro, is mom awake? Bro, holy, you're gone, bro. I'm sorry, but this is the only way, huh? What the hell, bro? I'm not gonna lie, the smack low-key woke me up a little bit. But still, I was way too big to be saved. But at least mom isn't awake.
Chains, get up here right now.
Damn.
I'm fucked.
Damn.
The jig?
The jig is up.
It is up, bro.
Yeah.
I slowly walk up the stairs to my inevitable doom. Still high off my ass, I walk into my mom's room.
Oh, it's like walking into hell.
Fate.
It's like walking into hell. Yeah, exactly. and then you get the
Yeah, bro,
the
I
hour
got grounded
lecture,
for a year
hour
and
or
a
two.
half. And when I woke up to go to school the next day, I was still baked as hell.
Cap. See, that's why his stories are cap. But let's talk about my story. Okay, so basically, first time. Okay, so it's me and two of my boys. Yeah, we're at like this. This is like, I think what year was it now? Year 9. Yeah, year 9. And we've got like, I think it was either 1 or 2 of you know. And then, so we're chilling at the back of this vets, yeah. And then we're all good. And then I was like, no. Me and my other friend have tapped out, and my other friend's about to tap out. So we bang bang. You get what I mean? Bang bang, yeah. Saves it later. Then we all go head inside. We head inside the school, yeah. And by this point, I'm like this. I'm just gone. Like down the hallways, and then and then we get to our form room innit, and I put my head down. My boy told me to turn around and look at him, and I go. Oh. I fully go like that, and he goes. He just started bursting out laughing, bro. He fully just started. He goes, yo. Just starts doing all that. I'm like, I know, I'm fucking feeling it. I just go, oh, bro, I'm feeling thick, bro. I'm feeling thick. And he was just like, firm it. So I was just like, I could firm this. I thought I could, and I was pretty proud of myself for making it like a good. I think it was 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Anyway, so we walk out of form class now, and I'm still zipped. So we've walked out, and I've got computer science. Computer science, the worst subject for the worst time. Okay, so I walk into computer science, and then she's my teacher's yapping. I hated my teacher. I hated my computer science teacher. I think both of them I hated. I actually wanted to bang them. They needed a sorting out. But anyway, so I'm like sitting at my desk. I'm looking at the thing, and I'm just tweaking, yeah. And I put my head down like this, and then I immediately go and put my hand up, and I go, Myth, can I go to the nurse, please? Yeah. And she goes, yeah, you're looking pretty thick, you should go. I get up, yeah. I start walking to the door, yeah. And as soon as I get to the door, bleh, I just go and vomit everywhere on the floor. Everywhere. Like, when I mean everywhere, there was this kid sitting there. There's 2 chairs that are right next to the door, and both of these kids are just smelling this vomit, bro. Because I've done it right in front of them. Like, I just got to the door, I was about to get out, and I just go, bleh. And then I walk out. I stop for a second. I walk out, and I immediately go, bleh. And then I can't stop for a good 5 minutes. I can't. I'm like, bleh. And then I stop, bleh. And then it goes on like that for a good 3-4 minutes. Bare janitors are coming, and then the nurse comes. And she fully had to drag me out. Yeah. Come with me. And then I went to the nurse's office, and they have like this kind of like, hospital bed, and I'm in this hospital bed, and I'm like this. I'm looking up at the ceiling, yeah. Nah, don't tell me I've been speaking this whole time and it's been off. Oh, and I don't even know where it stopped from. Oh. But anyway, so as I was saying, so I'm in the nurse's office. Everyone's came round, everyone's looking in. Is that pasta? Is that pasta? The nurse is asking me, are you okay? And I'm gone, I feel really sick, miss. I think I need to go home. And then I'm just like still there for a good 5-10 minutes waiting for my. And she's like, yeah, your dad's coming soon. I was like, sitting nothing. I was there for a good 5, 10, 15, I don't know. But I waited 5, 10, 15 minutes. Because you know, you can't tell time when it's like, when you're that zipped, innit? You can't tell time at all. So, yeah, I kind of just like, I was just there. Everyone was walking past and it was just like, one time it was the, you know, girl group. One time it was the boys, like my boys, my friends. It was the boys. Then it was a man that I didn't even know, like man that I didn't speak to. I knew them, but I didn't speak to them. But like it was just it was madness. I actually that day, you know what? I'm glad that day happened because that day actually gave me like a realization. But thank you for watching the video. I've been PMP. It's been nice streaming with you guys today, and it was a really good react day today actually. And have a good one, everyone.